In the summertime, I like to cook beans over the campfire. But what am I going to do in the winter when it's too cold outside? Well, I thought I'd just give it a try in the fireplace. So here we have 3 pounds of Aldi's Great Northern beans. The first step that you go about doing this is to soak them overnight in water. So I put these in water, clean water, and covered them up to soak and set them in the pan overnight. So here's my setup. I took my old bean pot and over to the fireplace. In front of the fireplace grate, you can see I've got a couple of landscape rocks there that are the same height as the grate. The idea is I'll set the back of the pot on the front of the grate and then catch it on these other two stones. And then I'll build a little fire with just sticks, small twigs and kindling underneath the pot, and I'll cook the beans that way. Behind the pot, I'll build a little fire so that I've got a lot of heat going up the chimney and all the smoke will be drawn up the chimney. So now we're ready to get a little bit of kindling together and start our fire. So the first thing I do, I chop up a big onion, put in the bottom, put some clean water in there, and then I add the beans. The beans that I've been soaking overnight. Then I start the fire underneath it, and we're on our way to cooking the beans. They wouldn't be really good beans unless we had a great big ham bone that we put in there. So here's a bone I kept in the freezer after the last ham we had. I always try to leave a little meat on there because I like a lot of ham in my beans. At this point, I put the lid on and just let them sit there and simmer. I sat in front of the fireplace watching TV, and I would add a little stick of kindling every once in a while just to keep the fire going, but not too much. I take the lid off and check them every once in a while and give them a stir. They're looking pretty good. It doesn't really take too long to cook beans like this. I didn't really put a timer on it, but it wasn't but 2 hours maybe that they were done and really good and tender. When I got them done, I laid the landscape stones sideways or flatways, pulled the pot out and set it on the edge of the fireplace screen doors so that I could keep them warm until we got around to eating them, which it didn't take us very long to get around to eating these because we were hungry and hadn't had beans in the old pot cooked this way for a long time. Of course, to really enjoy them, you have to have a lot of cornbread that's slathered with butter. And I have to admit, they did really taste good. Thanks for watching. Pray for our nation. God be with you. God bless you.